today's video, we are coming up with something new. So before we had only talked about our life, lifestyle, etc. But today we are gonna be reviewing some of our favorite books. And this is something new because both Harshita and I, we just love reading and we have stacks of books, some read, some unread. So yeah, we thought that we might share some of our favorites with you so that you guys can get out of your reading slump and pick up a couple of books like right now. And so yeah, we will be talking about that in today's video. So let's do that.
I am currently reading a book called The Midnight's Library by Matt Haig. The story follows Nora Seed, a woman struggling to come to terms with her regrets and to find hope. She discovers a magical library between life and death where she can explore different versions of the life based on the choices that she would have made. Now, coming up next, that I think y'all might enjoy is Then She Was Gone by Lisa Jutes. So, this is a psychological thriller about a mother's quest to uncover the truth behind the disappearance of her daughter. I might give this book a 4 out of 5. It was a good book. Then there is The Locked Door by Frida McFadden. It is about it's a mystery about a surgeon with a dark past who must clear her name after a patient is murdered. And let me tell you, once I started reading this book, I could not keep the book down. I wanted to know what's going to happen next. It is a good book. I really liked. I enjoyed reading this book a lot. If you're in a mood of a heart-wrenching romance, I would recommend A Thousand Boy Kisses by Tilly Cole. It's about childhood friends who find love and who face loss together. Um, I might give this book a 3.5 out of 5 because after the book ended, I was sobbing. I was a crying mess. It was a good book though. I cried a lot after the book ended though. So yeah. I am also excited to talk about a book named Five Survive by Holly Jackson. It is a thrilling mystery about sick friends who stranded and were hunted by a snipper. I did not enjoy this book the way I did with the other books, but it is a good read. It is a book that everyone needs to still read it. Y'all might find it exciting and y'all might enjoy the book. The last one. This, if I am giving someone book recommendations, I am going to talk about this book. My friends who I talk to a lot, they know this is one of my favorite books of all time. I think it is because I read like a psychological thriller after a long time, and this was one of the books that I had picked. So I love this book because the ending was amazing. I did not expect the ending to be like, the way it was. It is called The Silent Patient by Alex. It is a psychological thriller about a famous painter who shoots her husband and refuses to speak about it. And let me tell you, this book was a good book. Like, it was a good one. So yeah, these are some of the books that I read, and I know it's more, psychological based. I am a person who loves to watch and read thriller. So yes, if you're like me, let me know, and I will recommend more books if you want to.
Okay, so hi guys, as Harshita has already told y'all, we are gonna be reviewing our some of our favorite books today, and I've got a pile. So I have a lot of books at the shelf, which I'll show you someday. But yeah, I can't review them all, and there are a lot of books that I have not read yet, which I've bought, and they have been in my bookshelf for years. I'm not even kidding, years. And I can say this with utmost authority that I'm gonna read them. I don't know, but yeah, whatever. So let's start with a rom-com, which is my favorite genre, and I have been reading rom-coms since I was 15. So yeah, this is one of my most favorite books, and it's very popular. It's amazingly written, best young adult romance category में से है, and so it follows the story of two high schoolers, Wes and Liz, and it's basically like an enemies to lovers thing. It also involves fate, dating, and whatever, whatnot, and it's nerdy, cool, jock kind of a trope. It's amazing, like absolutely. I just loved it. And each chapter, wait, let me show you all. Yeah, so each chapter has these cute rom-com, references, and I've drawn these annotations. So yeah, I've annotated this book, and it was like 10 on 10 read. Would totally recommend to any romance lover. Then last year in 2024, Lynn Painter released the sequel, nothing like the movies, and I had been dying. I had been literally dying to read this book, and it was a gift from a friend. Like my friend gave me this as a gift, and I was literally sobbing by the end. So apparently at the end of this book, these people get together, and then something terrible happens in the male main character's life, and these people break up. Then fast forward to a couple years later, they meet again, and it just has a lot of angst, a lot of emotions, and the entire journey from being with someone you love, and then going to strangers, and then just walking on that track again, starting over with the person you love. It's just incredible. It has everything like you can ask for. It totally did not disappoint. Again, 10 on 10 read. And like the previous book, even this has cute rom-com quotes at the start of each chapter, like you can see. Again, I've annotated it. So yeah, I've also kept a rose inside of that to signify, like, it's just amazing. So yeah, amazing. Okay, since we're talking about romance, I want to show you guys my utmost favorite book slash rom-com. It's like all in all my favorite book till now. It's called The Dead Romantics, and I got this as a gift from my mother when I passed my 12th grade. So even this book has a rose. I love putting flowers in the books. It's just, this looks so amazing, like they never die. So this has an element of magic realism, and as the name suggests, The Dead Romantics, the whole vibe is that romance is dead, and you can totally relate with that. Like, show me a single person who doesn't relate with that. We do. Yes, girl, we do. So it follows the story of a woman who can talk to and see ghosts. Okay, now this is something very interesting, and the ghost who she is talking to currently is her dead editor Benjamin. And just the book explores the ideas of love and death, and not just love in a romantic sense, but love in its rawest and purest form. And more than a rom-com, it also shows the value of people around us, familial ties, friends, and everything. It just shows how life really is, that not the glorified version that we usually see in movies and romances, but life how it actually is, and what death really is. So yeah, it's just amazing. The quotes, the everything from this book is incredible, and I didn't annotate it much because of the whole vibe, but I did make these two hearts on the first page, I don't know if it turned out to be good or not, but yeah, just to, you know, align with the theme and everything. Every, you know, form of imagery used in this book is just incredible. This is like, I can't stress this enough, but I have gate kept this book for years, okay? But now I'm just like, yeah, this is my most favorite book ever. Okay, so now we are done with the romance category, and I'm gonna come to this book, 1984 by George Orwell. And like, I'm sure pretty much everyone has heard about this book. They would have, some would have even tried to read this, but then they would have just given up, because obviously I mean, I can totally understand, because this book is not for everyone. Like, when I started reading this, I just stopped reading midway, and then I picked it up again and whatever. But yeah, I've annotated this as well. I don't know if you can see. So yeah, and this book, oh my god, like, it shows a dystopian society where the society is controlled by Big Brother, who is some character who is like constantly monitoring the entire working of the society, and you are being monitored inside your house, on the streets, where you work, everything. And the main character is Winston. Okay, this guy in his 40s named Winston, and how he just, you know, just plays with human emotions, like how he is rebellious. Like, rebellious is a pretty strong word for what he is, but he starts to walk on the path of being a rebellious person, and how he is betrayed. He is, the woman he loves is being taken away from him and everything. It's, I don't know, it's also a kind of like a satire comment on politics and how the political system functions. And in this kind of society where you are only safe inside the walls of your own head, and how, you know, things can just change. So the main slogan is war is peace, freedom is slavery, and ignorance is strength. So how you can just be manipulated to think that freedom is slavery. Like, again, if you read this book, read this with an open mind. But I'm so glad. I'll never ever forget reading this book. It's just something everyone should read at least once in their lifetime. So yeah. And lastly, we come to this, Neverland. And I know this author, Freda, is pretty famous these days because of the mysteries she writes. And this is not overrated at all, Okay, so I finished this book in 2 days, okay? It's only 300 pages. And I just finished it in 2 days because it was insane. The characterization, the setting, the imagery, everything was just amazing. Like, you know, pieces of a puzzle. And the plot twist. Oh my god, I can't. My brain just stopped working when I read the plot twist for the first time. My brain had just completely stopped functioning. And yeah, it's about a woman named Trisha who has come to a house with her new husband, and because of a snowstorm they're stuck in the house for like 2 days. And during that time she encounters a series of eerie incidents, okay? And through the recordings she finds, in the previous owner's study, she just discovers something. The final plot twist is, I seriously can't believe that I literally read that. So yeah, so I think that's it for today. We have talked about all 5 of these books, and if someone reads any of these after watching this video, please let me know how you found it. Let me know in the comments if you have already read it, and let us know if you want more such videos, like reviewing things or books or whatever. We're happy to do it. So yeah, that's it for today, guys. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.